Gonzalez Aldrin. I was born in Montclair, January 20th, 1930.
Today they've got a living wax museum. Basically, the students have been researching different characters throughout history, and it allows them then the opportunities. How do I say this? 4 components of literacy are reading, writing, listening, and speaking. With that, when they research their characters in history, that gives them an opportunity to read and to listen. When they write it, that gives them an opportunity to write it, and then the speaking portion is when they get to present on their character.
Hello, my name is Amelia. I was born on July 24th, 1897 in Kansas. I have 1 sister and no brothers. My nickname was Lady Lundy, and I love to collect insects and frogs. I love to read books, take photos, and play the banjo. I liked games like baseball and football. When I was 7 years old, I had to use a gun. I made the world a better place by showing me that they can fly planes too. I showed women that they can do anything that men could do. I showed that they can accomplish anything. Do you know why I'm famous for? Famous because I was the first woman to fly a plane. Another thing that I'm famous for is that I flew over the Pacific Ocean alone. Unfortunately, I crashed my plane and they never found my body. If you want to learn more, then go to your school library or look it up on the internet. And trust me, you'll love what you're going to find out next. I'm Amelia Earhart.
Hello, my name is Antonio Lopez de Santa Ana. I was born in Jalapa, Veracruz, February 21, 1794. My parents gave me a choice to go to school, but I wanted to join the army. So at the age of 16, I joined the Mexican Army. I was appointed as a cadet in Fijo de Veracruz, in the infantry regiment. I spent the next 5 years of my life battling the insurgents and the Indian tribes. I fought first against Mexican independence. From Spain, I was elected president of Mexico in 1833. On 1836, I marched into Texas with my powerful army. I was victorious at the Alamo Battle. After the Alamo Battle, I felt my job was done in Texas. My army was surprised by the Texans when I was taking an afternoon nap without a chance to organize, which caused the Battle of San Jacinto. I was captured and sent to Washington, D.C., and then returned home. I fought the French in December 1838. During the Patriot War, I lost a leg in Mexican War. From 1867 to 1874, I lived in Cuba. Then I returned to Mexico and retired in 1874 to write my memoirs in Mexico City. I died on June 21, 1876 at the age of 82. My name is Antonio Lopez de Santa Ana.
Hello, my name is Lady Bird Johnson. I was born in Conecuh, Texas on December 22, 1912. When I was a child, my mother and father declared that I was pretty as a ladybird. That name stuck. My mother died when I was 5 years old. I grew up. I graduated from the University of Texas at Austin with a bachelor's degree in art. I continued on there studying journalism with a plan to become a newspaper reporter. But I didn't become a newspaper reporter. I found somebody to marry. His name was Lyndon B. Johnson. He became the 36th president, and I became the first lady. We had a center where we planted different flowers. I love nature and fought to keep its beauty alive. I left that center to the world. When I died with a happiness in my heart on July 11, 2007 at the age of 94. Come and read more interesting facts about my life and check out a biography.
The main thing is that it really helps with their self-esteem. Their self-esteem just booms after this. Also to incorporate the social studies, because it's very hard to incorporate the social studies, and they have a lot of fun with them. Afterwards, they're just so proud of themselves and they feel really great about themselves.
Hello, my name is Dr. Seuss. I was born on March 2nd, 1904. My parents called me Ted. I like to tell stories and draw silly animals. When I grew up, I went to Dartmouth College in New Hampshire. I wrote for magazines and newspaper. When I was done with college, I wrote my first book on a ship. 1950, some people thought many children's books were boring. They wanted better books. I wrote Cat in the Hat that made the people happy. Children like reading about the silly cat. So I wrote another book that is called The Cat in the Hat Comes Back. Soon they were Cat in the Hat lunch boxes. I wrote many more stories. One of them was Green Eggs and Ham. I wrote using 50 different words. I made a book called The Lorax. My other book is Hoarding Years of Who. I even wrote adult books. It is called You're Only Old Once, Then I Passed Away. You should read this book. I am Dr. Seuss.
Hello, my name is Abraham Lincoln. I was born on February 12, 1809. As I grew up, my family traveled a lot. My father did not support me from going to school. I only went to school 18 months, but I wanted to learn more. When I was 21, I moved out. I became famous because I freed slaves and I was the 16th president. I had courage to go to the Civil War. I was a very brave man because I stood up for African slaves. I was a leader who gave advice to people. I knew no one deserved to be treated bad in any way. I was known for honest Dave. I supported women's rights. I was very tall. I stood 6 feet 4 inches. Many people said I was the tallest president in the U.S. and also to have a beard. Telling stories and jokes was my favorite thing to do. I passed away at the Ford Theater on April 14, 1865. I was shot in the back of my head by John Booth. I encourage visitors to go to the library and read a biography about Abraham Lincoln to find out more. I am Abraham Lincoln.
Hello, my name is Pocahontas. I was born in America around 1595. My dad was a chief and I was her favorite. My dad's name was Powhatan and he listened to all my ideas. Me and my family are Native Americans. Me and my people wanted peace, so I help my people on making peace. I'm famous because I saved the life of Captain John Smith, a colonist who was almost killed by the previous man. But fighting began again with Captain John Smith returning to England in 1609. I married John Rolfe in 1614 and traveled to England. I died in England in 1617. If you want to learn more about my life, go to google.com. I'm Pocahontas.
Being in the Marines on November 7, 1998.
I think it gives them a little bit of excitement, something a little bit different from the norm, and that excitement gets them the opportunity to present, to share, to have an audience. And to have an authentic audience is really something that makes students motivated to do well.
Hello, my name is George Washington. I was born on February 22nd, 1732, Westmoreland County, Virginia. I like to fish, go boating, but most of all, I like to ride my horse. When I turned 11, my father died. When I grew up, I was known as the father of my country. I considered myself a great soldier. On June 15, 1775, I was appointed Major General and Commander-in-Chief of the colonial armies against Great Britain. On Christmas night, in 1776, I crossed the Delaware River and attacked the mercenaries at Trenton and won the battle. On October 19, 1781, I attacked the British at Yorktown with the help of my French allies. I forced the British to surrender. By 1783, the British had left the American colonies. Later, I became the first president of the United States, serving from 1789 to 1797. I had a deep need for adventure. I passed many bills and laws to reduce the national debt. I made the world a better place by helping America fight for its independence and win, and become a free country. I died on December 14, 1799. I am George Washington. I made the world a better place by helping America fight for its independence.
Hello, my name is Neil Armstrong.
They've come out of their shell big time. I mean, they're really shy. They can barely even speak up in class, and that's because it's the same students and they're super quiet. And now they're just booming. Like, their self-confidence has risen a lot.
We just got a regular cardboard box. We got little cans, the soda box cans, and we just glued them to the side and spray painted them. And the front was made also out of cardboard box, and this also was made with the top of a butter. Just colored paint.
So stuff at home.
Yep, stuff at home.
When I grew up, I became an astronaut. When I got there, I was the second man to step on the moon.
I have a great respect for our teaching staff and all teachers, but I was really proud of my staff today. They've done a tremendous job.